So the last time I did a video down here, I think I was going through a binge eating episode. I had Marley resting on me, and I think I was eating toast. I don't remember what I was talking about, but it was I don't know. I'm all packed. That's my stuff over there. Got my clothes, my cycling pannier, some clothes rack, and then some protein powder, a bottle of port, and my duvet, a double duvet. I have a bit I want to talk about, but primarily this is a adios. This is a ciao, because I'm going for 3 months, up to 3 months. It could be 1 month, it could be 2 months, it could be the 3 months, it could be anywhere in between, it could be a week. I'm a little apprehensive about space, not having a lot of space and feeling claustrophobic, as I mentioned before in my last video. I was mentioning to Jacob, my gym buddy, and my friend today about how I'm a little apprehensive about sort of like starting to really like a girl, but then she starts seeing someone else, and I get really jealous and envious. This is what happened in Australia twice, 3 times maybe, where I overtly communicated interest and then got rejected, and then the girl goes to sleep with another guy, and that hurt. But Jacob said, like, well, if you go in there with that mindset, then and he's right, but that might be because I might be thinking that or apprehensive about that because I've started watching porn a bit recently, which I believe is because I had when I slept with that girl, I went I don't know, a week or so without feeling any temptation really to watch porn, and then you slowly get back to normal. I need to go to bed. It's 12:30. I need some sleep. So yeah, hopefully I intend to just go there, just completely open-minded and just wanting to, I don't know, yeah, fuck knows, just go there and see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking earlier that maybe one of the reasons I haven't been around so many girls over the last 4 years is because I'm not ready to, and I need to do a lot of self work, and that's a bit you know, all the universe is doing, fate is guiding you and whatever. But talking about weird shit, I bought a deck of tarot cards. I have curiosity. We'll see. I'm taking them with me, and I'll give them a go. I've got a friend who's into that, and we were talking about astrology and sort of the talking about the vaccine and that sort of stuff, against negatively talking about the vaccine and just the whole practice of modern medicine, which I won't get into now, but it's just interesting. Honestly, I guess this is a good segue into something else I wanted to talk about. I don't really think it's correct to just blindly or unthinkingly agree and subscribe to things. I don't know, and I'm not saying I have massively thought about the vaccine or anything. I mean, I've just thought about it a bit, and I don't know. You just it's not even thinking about it. I've asked myself questions, and the questions haven't been answered. The long term side effects of it, whether it really is a vaccine. Does it stop you getting it? Does it stop you dying from it? Does it stop you transmitting it? Do you know what I mean? Just those questions, and when they're responded to in like either the negative or with a "we don't know," then I'm much more apprehensive, or not apprehensive, but I'm much more reluctant to get the vaccine. And like with tarot cards, apparently I need to research more into this. This is astrology, like the I don't know what it is, the cycles or whatever of when people are born and how they're psychologically made up, um, over thousands of years of observation, and people born here, people born at this time, whatever, are predisposed to or are likely to form this sort of psychological character. Apparently, that then they align that with the stars or the planets relative to Earth's position, and there's some sort of pattern or some shit. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but there's a lot of writing about that, and it's like, well, how does that line up? Isn't that just too much of a coincidence? So you can say, yeah, it's just a coincidence, but isn't that just a bit too easy? It's like when people say, like, I don't know, something that I don't know enough about to have an opinion on, like 5G causes coronavirus. It sounds stupid, right? It sounds so fucking stupid. But how much do we know about 5G, for example? How different is it to it? How different to 4G is it? How does it affect the body? Does it affect the body? I don't know, just instead of just saying, yes, this is bullshit because the media says it's bullshit, because everyone on Facebook says it's bullshit, I don't know, isn't it just wiser to just ask questions and try to find out for yourself and listen to the opposition, listen to the minority to help you form a genuine personal or more genuine personal opinion, rather than just agreeing to what sounds common sense. I don't know. Then you can ask, what about Holocaust deniers? What about flat earthers? Or you can listen to their opinions, and then you can say, well, yeah, that's bullshit because I've seen all this other evidence. I don't know. But yeah, to segue, I said it was going to be a segue. I got criticism from a friend, that guy I lived with in Australia for a year. He was saying, like, potentially I'm progressing, or I'm going backwards, I'm regressing on my journey. You know what I mean? Because I had that one night stand. You know what I mean? I disagree. I think if you're doing things like a one night stand, like maybe some type of drug like MDMA or ketamine, or something else, I don't know, or partaking in an orgy or going dogging or something. If you're doing these things from like a place of insecurity and low self-worth, and you're trying to derive some identity through these pursuits, if you're doing it that way, then I think you need to talk to yourself and see what's going on in there, because that sounds unhealthy. But if you're pursuing these sorts of things and they're not harming others, and they're not, you know, you're not conscious of or you're not conscious of their harming you, and you're curious about them, and you're partaking in these events consciously, what's the problem? You know, is it such a big deal? Because you're not living in accordance to these like lofty ideals. And why are these lofty ideals, why are you pursuing them? Uh, the sanctity of sex, is it that sacred? Ask yourself, can it be? Yeah, I believe it can. I think sex can be spiritual and transcendental and a beautiful, beautiful, deep experience. I believe it can. Hopefully, I'll experience that to that extent. But I think it can also be something much more primal and, you know, passion driven or lustful, whatever. and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if you're doing it because you want it and you're curious about it and it feels right in the moment and you're not harming yourself or the other person, I don't know. And if it's got no long term or mid term or short term negative effects, she's not going to, the other person whom you're sleeping with isn't going to use it against you, and even if they do, then that's a lesson to learn, I guess. But you know what I mean? We're getting nuanced there. But yeah, I just don't see the problem. I, if you want to go to a party and listen to some crazy music and there's like an orgy or like a sex club in Berlin, I'd go to one and I'd try to entice myself into partaking in sex with an attractive girl. Is it because I'd feel like I'm a worthless piece of shit if I didn't get laid, or because I need women to be happy? At the moment, no. I think it'd just be a crazy, interesting experience that I could reflect upon. I could, yeah, reflect on how I felt during, before, during, and after the entire experience. I don't know. It's like fuel. Is it fodder? Fodder for my. I don't know. You know, it's fuel to take me further on my journey, on the journey of myself. So we'll see how Wales goes. Maybe there will be some pretty interesting people. I think I mentioned before. No, I didn't. My last video was ages ago, or 3 weeks ago. Apparently, there are two people volunteering there currently. One is called Thomas, and he's a cook. One's a girl. There's a girl starting with me tomorrow called Vanessa, I believe. There are two people trialing tomorrow as well. So it'll be me and two others, and then two people trialing tomorrow. And hopefully more people are starting as it goes on. But I'm one of the first three, apparently. Anyway. So we'll see how it goes. I expect. I don't know what I expect. Nothing. I expect nothing. Well, I expect something interesting to happen at least. Yeah, fuck. I don't have any more words. I don't think I do. I'd like to. What would I like to do? What would I like to achieve? I'd like to cut some fat. I'm stronger than I've ever been, really. I think, apart from my legs, probably. Um, yeah, we're doing good at the gym. I've got some muscle on me, and I'm not chubby either. I feel pretty good in my body, so it'd be nice to lose a few percentage body fat, a few percentage points of body fat. Um, just get pretty toned would be nice, and I think that's possible with the potential for exercise there. They've got like a mini gym. They do this tie flip challenge where you just turn over a tire, big tire, as many times as you can over however long you want. They've got like a hill run challenge, and it's a really fucking steep hill, and it goes on for a few hundred meters, or a couple of hundred meters. Yeah, a few hundred meters actually. Yeah, and I think some of them say they go jogging. I'm going to take my bike to cycle around the local place. They've got a moor at the top which extends fucking for a while, and they've got a chef who's probably going to cook some sick food. And I want to keep doing as I'm doing now, which is fasting until 12 p.m. I'll see how that goes, because if I'm labouring hard in the morning, I probably want to have breakfast. But hopefully, I can get fit. I can read a lot. I can journal a lot, and I can just meet fucking cool people and do cool shit. They're talking about growing magic mushrooms in the forest. And anyway, they grow naturally around that area anyway, so maybe I'll do some shrooms, probably smoke a fair amount of weed. I've got a Bluetooth speaker. Hopefully they've got decent speaker setup so we can have I don't know, mini raves in the barn They have like a little barn, which is like a bit of a common room area. Hopefully, it could be really fucking cool. It could be cool, man. The main guy is a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and I imagine he'll be willing to teach me and others BJJ. I've done it a few times before when I was in Grantham, and I really enjoyed it. It's fucking good. And when you shit, it knackers you the fuck out because you're just resisting constantly. And I guess if you're good and yeah, it's just knackering in general. So yeah, girls and sex. I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'll get some good photos of myself to use for Tinder when I get back, and I'll pay for Tinder Gold or whatever it is, and go on some dates and maybe get laid, or maybe Jacob invites me to another house party and I get laid there. I'm not too fussed at the moment. I'm I've had my 4 yearly shag. I was waiting for another nearly 4 years until my next one. you know? Um, yeah, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna miss not being able to upload to YouTube maybe. Although I didn't do it for like 3 months, so hopefully I just journal a lot, which I probably will do because like journaling for me feels like a need. One thing I'm apprehensive about is meditation as well because I'm in a dorm and there's no like whenever I go to hostels, I always meditate in like the toilet usually, or sometimes in the bed on the bed. But like I do get a bit self-conscious when I know other people are in the room, and I've had one person ask me before like, oh, were you just meditating then? And we had a good conversation about it, and he was interested. But nevertheless, you do get self-conscious when you know people are walking around the room and probably looking at you or whatever. So hopefully I can get some space to meditate, um, some private space or like a meditation area they set up. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I hope I don't get lonely either. Yeah, it's really good. It's been amazing going to the gym with Jacob. I can't overstate that. Um, it's been really fucking good to spend a lot of time with him. That's kept my mental in check. On in good stead. Um, I might miss my family a bit. I think I'll miss Marley because I think this is the last time. Tomorrow morning is probably the last time I'm going to see him ever. Unfortunately. Um, but yeah, I don't see anyone else really. I see my family and I see Marley, Marley Jacob. Um, but yeah, it's just a different place. Like I'm living in the living room of a chateau for 3 months with a load of random people. Same as Australia, I guess. I've done it to an extent before. So yeah, it won't be too bad, but it'll be unusual. So yeah, that's me. Ciao.